Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra Chronograph Full Red Gold Teak Deck Dial. You can see and you can purchase this Aqua Terra Chronograph in full red gold on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this full red gold Seamaster Aqua Terra Chronograph. Now you can see on my wrist 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. The 44mm case has incredible presence and stance. The red gold certainly means that it plays larger than it is. Broad across the wrist at 44, not inclusive of crown or chronograph pushers. It's not excessively thick, there's no dive bezel here, and the watch at 14mm thick with a generously sloped conical bezel will slide underneath most tight sleeves and formal cuffs. The watch isn't overpowering lug to lug. 52mm horizontally across the wrist is about par, maybe even a little bit under par for this case size, so it fits well on a smaller wrist like mine. I would even say down to perhaps 15 centimeters in circumference. If you have a flat wrist across the top, you should be able to wear this watch with style, proportion, and security. Now it has a beautiful full red gold double deployant clasp attached to a wonderfully finished 3-link bracelet design. The outer shoulders are polished, the tops are all of satin brushed finish. You can see underneath channels between the links to avoid pinching skin and pulling hairs, assembled all by screws, no pins and sleeves. The buckle is substantial. It's also quite secure. With double deployant action, you fold the two portions of the clasp to overlap. They have a very low profile, and with the twin triggers you really do have to depress both to open the clasp. It can't accidentally pop open. It makes for great security on the wrist. Now, the watch features differential finish on its case. You can note the bezel is all of high polish, the bevels are of high polish, the hoods of the lugs and the case band are all in brushed satin for contrast, and then the dial features tremendous depth, tone, and texture. You'll note the teak deck concept designed to evoke the deck of a luxury yacht. The Seamaster line has several components. There's the traditional 300-meter professional, the upscale high-tech Planet Oceans, and then the Surf and Turf Aqua Terras. The Aqua Terras are water-resistant watches, yes, 150 meters here, but the idea is that you might accidentally get sprayed while on the deck of your yacht, hence the teak deck and the absence of a cumbersome dive bezel. All of the indices are hand-applied, beautifully polished, and graced with superluminova, so this is an easy watch to see in low or no light conditions. It still has the heart of a sports watch. There's a beautiful metallic bronze finish to the teak deck components of the dial, and the vertical striation really catches the light and plays with it in dramatic fashion. Everything's easy to read, and outboard there's a somewhat sunken seconds and minutes track that makes it easier to read off chronograph seconds, including fractions of seconds. Now the watch features an Omega coaxial chronometer spec caliber automatic 3313. Now this is based on the Frederic Piguet 1285, so it is an automatic winding 52 to 54 hour power reserve column wheel vertical clutch chronograph. Those two features mean that the watch has a satisfying tactile experience. The column wheel is very crisp to actuate, and with the vertical clutch it engages very smoothly. So you'll note as I start and stop the chronograph, it doesn't stagger and it doesn't jump when I put it into motion. That's the advantage of a vertical clutch. Another advantage is that you can just leave the chronograph running with no hazard to the movement. The vertical coupling does not create additional wear and tear as the chronograph runs. There is a quick set for the date, and when you pull the crown it does hack the balance, stopping the seconds, allowing you to synchronize the watch to a known accurate reference time. Of course, the beating heart of the movement is the Daniels coaxial escapement, one of the few true high horology elements in mainstream watchmaking. The coaxial escapement is true alternative escapement technology, albeit in mainstream watches Omega has made it everyday reliable, in addition to accurate. Now this is an extraordinary piece because Omega Seamasters of all stripes are well regarded as timepieces that are Utilitarian, robust, and versatile, but this example, with an original retail price of $44,000, plays in an entirely different league financially and aesthetically. If you're interested in the Omega Seamaster, but you want an example that no one else has, with undeniable wrist presence and charisma, you need to see this watch on our website.